Hi, welcome to Update Tech Skills. My name is Darshan and I am an IT trainer. In this video, let us discuss about how to use find function in VBA. In Excel, we are going to use that find function to search specific criteria. But in the VBA, it works like a VLOOKUP. It works like a VLOOKUP. In fact, it gives answers in a dynamic way more than VLOOKUP. I'm going to give an example. This is a small dataset: employee ID, branch code, departments, units, and article code. In this drop down, I am having all the employee IDs ABC 1, 2, 3, D, E, F like that. So which is listed in this column. If I choose D, E, F, 4, 5, 6, one of employee ID here, I want to get the article code. So let's say here D, E, F, 4, 5, 6. So I want to get an article code exactly from here 1, 2, 3, fourth column data. So 461. Not only that, I should get multiple values. The same employee ID repeated here. If I select ABC123, it has repeated many times. Look at this. But it has unique article codes. So based on one lookup value, I want to get the multiple values. So if you want to get one value, just click on this button. Here it is 146. If you want to get the multiple, then get multiple values. Just click on this button. This is the multiple values of this employee ID. If you select the different one, click on this get one value, it changed, and here it's giving. So how to get the single value and then multiple values. And not only in the same tab, I'm going to active other tab. I'm having 3 unique employee ID. If I click here to get values, I got the multiple values respective to these employee IDs. So how to do this? If you want to click that button, that particular macro should run. That VBA we are going to write a simple macro. Very interesting. So let's begin. Okay, I'm going to open Visual Basic. In this, I'm going to insert one model. Inside the model, we have to write the macro. Before that, I'll just rename the model name. In the property window, I'll just call it as find value. Then here, I'll call it as sub get one value. That's my macro name. So we need to take one variable that is called dim employee ID as range. Range nothing but collection of multiple cells. Whatever the value is there in G3, it should take that employee ID, it should find in this particular column. So each and every cell, that's nothing but range. Then I want to get it in this H3 cell. So that's my result cell. Before declaring anything, I want to clear that cell. So that is the result cell, clear contents. Then what is employee ID? I just took it as range, but now I'm going to declare that set employee ID equals to, it should find in complete A column, that A column, then find whatever the value is there in G3, based on that value it should find it here. So range of G3 dot value. Then I want to get the answer to this cell H3. So range of H3 dot value equals to, if it is finding the employee ID here, exactly from here, 1, 2, 3, fourth column data I want. I need this fourth column data exactly from here. So on the same row, fourth column data. That's my employee ID dot offset of. Row offset is 0, it means existing row, comma, fourth column data dot value. So that's my macro name, get one value. We have completed this. Go to the Excel. I'm going to assign that macro to this button. Assign macro, get one value. Okay. Now I'll just select, I selected ABC123. At the first attempt, it will find this 146. So it's not going to find it again. Get one value. I got that 146. If I change this employee ID, get one value 461. JKL 911, then get value 154. What happens if I select XYZ, which is not listed in this column? If I want to run this now, I'm getting an error. Debug this where exactly they are here. I'm not finding that particular employee ID. It does not exist. So to rectify these type of errors, I'm going to write one condition. I'm going to stop this here, reset. Before that, exactly here I'm facing the error. Before that, I'm going to write if employee ID is nothing, then it means if the particular employee ID is not matching. Instead of that, we'll say not. Not will turn false to true or true to false. Then if not employee ID is nothing, then actually if it is matching, then I should get the answer. If it is not matching else, then I should get one message box called employee ID not found. And if we are going to close that if condition, then I'm just selecting this again, get one value, employee ID not found. If I select the correct one, get one value 421. So in this way we can get the one value. To get the multiple values, then we have to write one more sub procedure. Okay, I'm going to write the one more sub procedure to get the multiple values. The same model, sub get multiple values. I'll activate single procedure view. Again, dim employee ID as range. Then this time I wanted to get values from I3 to I7. I'll just clear that first, range of I3 to I7 dot clear contents. Is employee ID set employee ID equals to, it should find in this A column, find whatever the value is there in G3 dot value. Next, if not employee ID is nothing, means if it is matching, then I want values from I3 to I7. Instead of writing I3 to I7, I'm going to take one counter name called dim r as long. So here r equals to 3 means row number 3. Exactly from here I want to get the values. It's from row number 3. So r equals to 3. Now range of I is a column. I'm going to combine with variable name r. It means r equals to 3. Now it became I3 dot value equals to employee ID dot offset of on the same row comma fourth column data dot value. So this is to find the one value. If you want to find the multiple values, we need to take one more variable name, dim first match as variant. It means it has to work based on the cell address. If it want to find one more time, then we need to write find next. If I select ABC123, it's going to find it here. So with help of find next, again it will find it here. Same employee ID, but the unique cell address. And again with the help of find next, again it will find it here. Same employee ID, different cell address. Same employee ID, different cell address. But using that find next, again it's going to find the same employee ID with the same cell address. When it will meet the same employee ID, then same cell address, then it has to come out of the subject. We need values from the different cell address. Then here first match equals to based on the employee ID dot address cell address. Next we need to write what do loop. Then again we need to declare that employee ID equals to range of a column and a dot find next. What employee ID? It has to find that employee ID. Then if employee ID dot address equals to first match, then it has to come out of the loop, exit do. If it is matching the same employee with the same cell address, then it has to come out of the do loop. If it is a different cell address, then it can give the answer. So like that, r equals to r plus 1. That means I want to get the value in I3 next, I4, I5 till the last cell, I7. So r equals to r plus 1, it has to loop continuously. Then I want values in range of I is the column and r dot value equals to same employee ID dot offset of same row and fourth column data, and I'm going to close the loop. Then else, if the employee ID is not matching, then same message box, employee ID not found, and if I'm going to switch to Excel, I'll just assign macro to this button, assign macro, or if you want to clear it in the beginning, then go to the developer, insert a button. I'll just drag it here, get multiple values. I'm going to rename it here, get multiple values. Click here, there's the answer. If I select different employee ID, based on that I need to get the article codes. Here it is, get multiple values, only one. So let me cross check JKL. Okay, there's only one employee ID, only one article code. Employee ID not found. Okay, it's not listed here, then rest everything is working fine. If you want to get values in other sheet, just click on this button, it's there. Okay. I'll just in the description I'm going to give a link to get this type of code. Just open Visual Basic, you'll get this. Okay. Now if you want to clear that values, this is the program. Okay, that's all. So I'll just take new concept in the next video, and thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel so it helps me to grow in this particular field. Thank you.